Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's class is on Idealism, which is a Western school of thought, and in this video we will cover all the important things that we need to know from the exam point of view, especially your NET exams, where you're often asked the metaphysics, epistemology, axiology, and the role of teachers, methods, curriculum, and so on. So in this video we will learn what is idealism, what is metaphysics, epistemology, and axiology according to this philosophy, what are the fundamental principles, the aims of education, curriculum, methods of teaching, role of teacher and students, discipline, and school according to this philosophy. So without any further delay, let's start. What is idealism? Idealism is an oldest system of philosophy. It was given by Plato. So this point is important. You may be asked, idealism was given by which philosopher? So it is Plato. Now coming to third point, its origin goes back to ancient India in the east and to Plato in the west. It is derived from two distinct sources, the ideas and ideal. Ideas are the only reality, the only thing worth knowing. Again, this point is very important. According to this philosophy, ideas are the only reality. The material world do not really exist. For the idealists, there is no external reality and the world is consist of ideas. So I'll explain this to you. Why do the idealists believe that there is no external reality? The reason is, for the idealists, the material things are not real because they are mutable and destructible. And anything which is mutable and destructible keeps on changing, and whatever that keeps on changing cannot be considered real. So according to this philosophy, reality is only the mind or ideas and not the external or material things. This philosophy gives importance to mind and self than the matter and body. It gives importance to spiritual values, truth, goodness, and beauty, which is called the Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Again, this point is very important. You may be asked in multiple choice which philosophy gives importance to truth, goodness, and beauty, or Satyam Shivam Sundaram, and you'll be given options like idealism, naturalism, pragmatism, existentialism. So you have to tick idealism from there. Next, it gives importance to attainment of perfection of human beings and search for truth. Now let us see who are the exponents of idealism. Here on the left side you can see the Western exponents: Socrates, Plato, Descartes, Kant, Hegel, Froebel, and the Indian, the Vedic rishis, Swami Dayananda Saraswati, Rabindranath Tagore, Aurobindo Ghosh. Here are the other exponents: William T. Harris, Spinoza, Berkeley, Fichte, Schelling, Green, Schopenhauer, Gentile, Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, Radhakrishnan, and Shankaracharya. You better note down all and remember all these names because you can be asked like which of the philosophers supported or are the exponents of idealism. Now let's move on to metaphysics. In philosophy, metaphysics means reality, and reality according to idealism is ideas or mind or self or consciousness, and the world is controlled by these ideas. So reality is unchanging world of perfect ideas. Now, epistemology. Epistemology means knowledge, and knowledge according to idealism is obtained when ideas are brought into consciousness through self-examination, discourse. Knowledge is the knowledge of spirituality. Now coming to axiology. Axiology means values, and values according to idealism is realization of ultimate aim through discipline, self-control, preservation of cultural heritage through external values which are truth, goodness, and beauty. Now let's move on to the fundamental principles of idealism. Number 1, God is the ruling authority of the universe. Number 2, spiritual values are supreme and universal. To achieve spiritual perfection, Values are absolute and unchanging. Mind or ideas constitute reality. What is ultimately real is not the object itself, but the idea behind it. This I have already explained to you in the previous slide. So, two major points we have to keep in mind and never forget when it comes to idealism is that it gives utmost importance to spiritualization, and to idealist, reality is ideas. Point 7. Development of ideal personality and faith in spiritual values of truth, goodness, and beauty. Now, coming to the aims of education: self-realization and exaltation of personality, spiritual development, realization of truth, goodness, and beauty, conservation, promotion, and transmission of cultural heritage, development of mind, search for true ideas, character development, development of intelligence and rationality. So these are the aims of education according to idealism. Next is curriculum. So according to idealism, curriculum should be developed according to ideals and external values. Humanistic subjects are emphasized. For intelligence, linguistic, literature, history, geography, mathematics, and science. For aesthetic, arts and poetry. For moral development, religion and ethics. Now, methods of teaching. Idealism advocates many methods. Thus, they think themselves as creator of the methods and not the slave of any particular methods. Idealism prescribes the following methods of teaching: question-answer, conversation, lecture, dialogue, argumentation, intersection, book study, discussion, and Socratic method. Socratic method is basically a method which involves the dialogues and question-answer. So these are the methods. However, we have to know that lecture method is given the most importance and most commonly used by idealistic teachers. Now coming to the role of teachers. In idealism, the teacher is given very important place. The teacher as a gardener knows best as to how to care and develop a child like a plant. The teacher should be a spiritual guide and role model, should accept the ideas of the students, facilitate thinking through generation of ideas, should encourage the students to share their own ideas. An idealistic teacher is like a friend, philosopher, and guide. The teacher should possess good personality, morality, honesty, wisdom, etc., so that the students would follow them. The teacher should encourage the students to understand and solve problems by the methods of analysis and synthesis. Next is role of students. The role of students in idealism is passive. As we have seen in the previous slide, that the teacher is given most importance and the teacher is the center here. So the teacher is the one who is active here and is delivering lecture. And the student's role is to simply receive and memorize the lecture of the teacher. Next is discipline. Idealism advocates discipline at all cost. Gives special emphasis on discipline. Does not mean that freedom is completely not there, but freedom should be restricted by ideals. They focused on inner discipline. According to Thomas and Lang, freedom is the cry of the naturalist, while discipline is that of the idealist. This means that for the naturalist, freedom is given most importance, while for the idealist, discipline is given importance. Next is school. According to idealism, school is the only place for regular and effective education. School is the ideal place of pleasing and joyful activities for children. In fact, they believe that it is a place where ideas are tested, implemented, and restructured. So that was all the important things that we need to know on idealism. I hope you liked the video. And if you liked the video, Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.